Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Thursday, June 5th, 2025. I'm your presenter, Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Her Excellency Brenda Wills, High Commissioner of Canada to Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, and Kemon Charles, Consular Coordinator at the High Commission of Canada, paid a courtesy call on Deputy Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Eric Evelyn, and held discussions at his office on Wednesday, June 4th, 2025.
Of course, in the absence of the Premier, I was delighted to be able to have some discussions with her as she pays this official courtesy call. And we would have discussed a number of issues. We would have discussed what we are doing here on the island in terms of our development thrust, what we are doing in terms of sustainable development, what we're doing in the field of agriculture. Of course, that is way up my street. What we're doing in marine resources, some of the things we are doing in infrastructural development, what we're doing in terms of trying to have water security on the island of Nevis, what we're doing in terms of our thrust towards geothermal energy, what we're doing in our health sector, what we're doing in our education sector. And during our discussions as well, we have been trying to see how St. Kitts and Nevis and Canada continue to develop that excellent and healthy relationship that we have enjoyed over the years. And so we have been looking at ways and means in which Canada can assist in terms of capacity building in some of these areas, and we would of course be very delighted and we would welcome any assistance that can come from the Canadian government.
Her Excellency Wills highlighted that during the discussions held with Minister Evelyn, there are areas for future collaborations.
It's been an absolute pleasure and a delight to have my first visit to Nevis, and thank you to Deputy Premier for receiving me so warmly and for the very insightful conversation about what is happening here in Nevis, in particular in certain industries, including education, including agriculture, energy, infrastructure, and I was very pleased to have the opportunity to share some of Canada's private sector strengths in these areas, including in energy, but also we talked a little bit about technical and vocational training, cybersecurity, as well as Canada's strengths as an energy and food powerhouse. And so I do think that there's areas for us to collaborate moving forward and to try to engage our respective business communities to help develop those sectors here. And so I do look forward to my next trip, whether official or in a personal capacity, but would love to now thank the Deputy Premier for the warm reception today and to our continued conversations.
How to protect the marine environment from land-based activities is the theme for the Florida Caribbean Cruise Association's FCCA poster contest for 2025. Product Development Officer in the Ministry of Tourism, Joanne Manners, gave details of the contest.
There are two categories: Junior Division, 12 years and under, and Senior Division, 13 to 16 years. Your poster should depict 3 ways your island can make a difference in preserving the environment. Along with your poster, you should also submit a short summary of what the poster is depicting. Posters can be done in colored or black and white, or a collage, and should be submitted on a 22 by 28 inch poster or Bristol board, in whatever medium the entrant chooses, whether paint or watercolors.
Manners also listed the prizes to be won.
Third place winner will receive a smartphone and their school $1,000. Second place winner will receive a touchscreen device and their school $1,500. And the first place winner will receive a laptop and their school $3,000.
The deadline for submission is Monday, June 30th, 2025. For further information, contact the Ministry of Tourism at 469-0051, extension 6448. Still to come, nominations open for the 2025 National Honors Awards. The details after this break.
I am Wakely Daniel, Permanent Secretary in the Office of the Premier. As Permanent Secretary, I wish to salute the vision of our fourth national hero, the Right Honorable Dr. Simeon Daniel. It was his foresight that led to the establishment of the Nevis International Financial Services Industry, an industry that has contributed tremendously to the overall socio-economic development of the people and island of Nevis. Today, I recognize the contribution of this giant of a man as the administration commemorates the resilience and fortitude of the Nevis International Financial Services Industry. Best wishes and congratulations.
Welcome back. In commemoration of the Federation's 42nd anniversary of independence, under the theme Perpetual Progress, a Sustainable Future in View, the Prime Minister's Office announces the opening of nominations for the 2025 National Honours Awards. These prestigious awards recognize exceptional citizens whose dedication, innovation, and service have significantly advanced the nation's sustainable development and embodied the spirit of perpetual progress. Physical nomination forms can be collected at the security desk, Government Headquarters, Church Street, Bastille. Nominations may be submitted digitally via the link on your screen. Each nomination must include a completed form and a detailed profile highlighting the nominee's contributions to St. Kitts and Nevis. Submissions should be sent to Cabinet Secretariat, Prime Minister's Office, Government Headquarters, Church Street, Bastille. All nominations must be received by Thursday, July 31st, 2025. Late submissions will not be considered. The public is urged to nominate deserving individuals whose achievements resonate with the criteria of the award categories. The Department of Community Development hosted the second edition of its Multicultural Heritage Festival on Saturday, May 31st, 2025 at the Malcolm Guichard Recreational Park. Minister of Social Empowerment, Honorable Janelle Nisbet, while supporting the event, gave her impressions on the day's activity.
This is the second edition, a product of the Department of Community Development, and it is an exciting atmosphere here. We're bringing together cultures from across the globe, showcasing how many different individuals are attracted to Nevis and are here celebrating their various identities. I think everyone is having a grand time. There's food, there's culture, there's folklore, there's fun, and it's just something to behold.
Assistant Secretary in the Ministry of Social Empowerment, D. Michelle Liebert-Rollins, spoke on the event's importance.
We are pleased to host this activity. Nevis has become a melting pot of cultures, and we thought it was very necessary and important to give the different cultures an outlet so that they can sell what they produce, sell their food, show us their different types of dances and different aspects of their culture. And so we're here today after months and months of preparation, and I hope that everyone will have a grand time. We have done this for you, all of the different countries who live here with us. We love you and we appreciate your presence.
Acting Director of the Department of Community Development, Denicia Smithen, gave a quick recap of some of what took place on Saturday.
We have a plethora of Caribbean countries and countries around the world being represented. So we have St. Kitts Nevis, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, Dominica, Dominican Republic, China, and various African nations such as Botswana, Ghana, Cameroon, South Africa, Uganda, and much more. And we also have the Philippines represented here today. We had various cultural performances. So the Black Circle Drummers just finished performing. We also had the cakewalk. We had the African dance by the African group, and we also have the Moko Jambi, we have masquerade, and so much more. So the afternoon has been going very well so far, and we have a really good crowd today.
The activity brought down the curtains for the celebration of Community Development Month, annually held in the month of May. The theme for this year's celebration was Together We Grow, Together We Thrive, Our Community, Our Pride. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thanks for viewing.